Greetings, my name is Kerry and welcome back to my channel. My day has just got a whole heck of a lot better because the latest Ninjabookbox has just arrived. So this is the June box. At time of filming, I have previously filmed an opening for the Little Box of Hope, which came a week or so ago, I can't remember exactly, and haven't edited it yet. So what I'm probably going to do is stick the two videos together, so you're going to have a double unboxing in this video. So I think I'm going to open this one and then I'll add the footage of the previous one onto the end. That seems the most sensible way to do it. But for now, let's open the June Ninjabookbox. So what I will say is I usually only get the mini box, but in March, when the previous box came out, they had an Instagram competition to win a full box for June, and I won, which was very exciting. Yeah, I used to get the full box every time, but then I became a poor student again and couldn't afford it, so switched to the mini box. But it's very exciting to have a full box to open for you today, because with the mini box it's literally just the book, so there's not much point in doing a full unboxing for it. So here we go. I was just trying to get into the box without damaging it too much. Okay. Ready? Here we go! Yay! And it says, welcome to your June box. The June box theme is a wild and wind-swept place, and we hope you'll agree it's a perfect start to your summer reading. And then it says a little bit about the publisher and the different designers that have been involved in making the objects. But what I will do is I will open the spoiler card at the end and tell you where everything has come from. I've just seen it. There's a charm on the back, so you don't get the charms in the mini box, and they were always one of my favourite things in the main box, so I'm looking forward to adding that. Well, I say adding it to my charm bracelet. My bracelet actually broke and I need to start over. Also in the full box that you don't get in the mini box is the recipe card. So this is for butternut squash curry, which sounds amazing. I love vegetable curries, so maybe I will give that a try soon. Everything in a Ninjabookbox is linked to the theme of the book, which is one of my favourite things about this as a book box. So we've got this cute little decoration which looks like it's got pictures of birds on it, so it's maybe made from a bird related magazine or book or something. That is really cute. That's going to hang on my bookshelf later. So all of these should be giving me clues as to what the book is, but I don't know. Haven't got the foggiest at the moment. Here we have got Hand Painted with Love by Sarah McFloof Art. So it looks like this is going to be a little painted pebble. So it's just this really lovely painted blue pebble. It's kind of got a sea vibe to it. So I'm expecting a book that's going to be maybe a bit beachy or naturey. Is naturey a word? Got this one next. Oh, that's cute. It's a little compact mirror with a puffin on it. So again, I'm getting the beachy birdie feel. I love puffins, they're so cute. And then we've got this little worm. And this looks like some washi tape with jellyfish on it. That's really cute. Don't know if you can see that very well. Get it into... There we go. I think this is going to be some kind of print, and it is. Okay, sorry, it took me a while to read what it actually said because the gorgeous loopy writing was a little bit difficult to figure out. It says, live in the sunshine, with the sea, drink the wild air, which apparently is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. But that's really pretty, so that might go up on my notice board with my other things, or maybe not. Because I don't want to pin into it. That's the problem with having a pin board. I don't want to pin into it, so I might try and find somewhere else to stick it, or I might try and get a frame for it. And then here we've got the book. Ooh, So this is called You, Me and the Sea. The blurb says, Rachel is at crisis point. A series of disastrous decisions has left her with no job, no home and no faith in herself. But an unexpected job offer takes her to a remote Scottish island and it feels like a chance to recover and mend her battered self-esteem. The island's other inhabitants are less than welcoming. Fraser Sutherland is the taciturn loner who is not happy about sharing his lighthouse or his precious coffee beans, and Lefty, his unofficial assistant, is a scrawny, scared lad who isn't supposed to be there at all. Homesick and out of her depth, Rachel is sure she's made another huge mistake, but as spring turns to summer, the wild beauty of the island begins to captivate her soul. Ooh, that sounds really good. I've not heard of that author before. Elizabeth Haynes is the author. Right, just quickly double check I haven't missed anything, and then let's get out the spoiler card to tell you all the details. Here we go, A Wild and Windswept Place. So they always include some recommendations, similar either in topic or style to the book that we're reading, and some of these actually have featured either in Ninjabookbox or Ninja Book Club in the past. So The Outrun was in a Ninjabookbox by Amy Liptrop, and then Sealskin by Sue Bristow and Death in the Seaside by Alison Moore were both, I believe, Ninja Book Club books when that used to run. And then she also recommends The Swiss Family Robinson by Johann Weiss, Wide Sargasso Sea by Jean Rees, which is a really, really good book. The Gracelings by Kirsty Logan, which is a book that I've really wanted to read for a while, so I will be trying to get a copy of that soon. And then Island Summers by Tilly Colm Seymour. And then the suppliers. The book is from Myriad Editions, who are a new publisher for me. I've not come across them before. The C print is from Copper Top Cards. The Puffin Mirror is from Louise Jennifer Design. The paperweight is from Sarah McFloof, and then the seed themed tape, the one I had, the jellyfish tape, is from Busy Bee Planner Studio, and then some of the boxes had a different tape from a different designer, which was nautical tape from Calaby Crafts. I will put all the links to all of these suppliers in the description box below for you if you want to go and check them out. Some of them are Etsy shops, most of them are Etsy shops actually. There'll also be a link to the publisher website and to the Ninjabookbox website. And now I think I will hand over to Past Me for the Little Books of Hope unboxing, so that you can have a double whammy of Ninjabookbox. Today is an exciting day because the June Ninjabookbox has arrived. Yay! If you're unfamiliar with Ninjabookbox, they are a quarterly book subscription box celebrating books from independent publishers, particularly small presses, the kind of books that often go under the radar, ones that don't get a lot of publicity or attention, but they're always really good quality books. I've been following Ninjabookbox nearly from the start. I have had now, I believe, all of their boxes because I started from the second box, but I did manage to get one of the first boxes. I haven't read quite all of the books yet, but I've loved every one that I've read so far. Not my scissors. I'm going to try not to injure myself or damage the box. I love the size of these boxes as well, they're really good. You may actually have seen, even if you've only been watching my channel more recently, I did get the advent calendar, book advent calendar from Ninjabookbox as well. So well wrapped, I forgot how well Bex wraps them. Which was a collection of 4 pre-loved books from their pre-loved bookshop. So they have a pre-loved indie bookshop as well. I will leave links to the Ninjabookbox website so you can go and have a look and see what they have on offer, and if you like the look of the books then maybe you can subscribe for future ones. You can also sometimes get one-off purchases, but they're only released the month before. Sign up to the mailing list, all that sort of thing, to find out more about Ninjabookbox and what they do. They also have a really good loyalty scheme as well, which you can sign up for, which means you collect points for all your purchases. Really having issues getting through this tape so that you can then buy extra things in the shop and that sort of thing. You get a discount code when you get to a certain number of points. So I just recently had one which I used to pre-order the next advent calendar. Okay, we're in, finally. Woo! So there's a little information card on there. Oh, it's a little box of hope. It's not even the June box. That's even more exciting. That slightly threw me. I knew the June box was coming soon. I'd forgotten about the little box of hope. So this is something entirely different. This isn't one of their regular subscription boxes. This is a Kickstarter they did. So a couple of years ago they did the little box of calm, and then this one is the little box of hope, and it's all gifts and books centered around self-care. So it says, hope, noun, a feeling of expectation and desire for a particular thing to happen, a feeling of trust, or verb, wanting something to happen or be the case. Hope is a hugely important and hugely underrated muscle. When we feel hope, we are looking towards the future and imagining it to be better than where we currently are, and that is a vital skill for humans, but can be hard to practice when everything seems overwhelming and relentless. This box is designed to help you find small ways to find hope and build up your hope muscle. It doesn't have to be fancy, and the book included in the box is packed with excellent advice and stories of people who have started exactly where they are and created hope with what they have. We hope you find this box helpful, and we'd love to see your unboxings. I don't think I've rambled unnecessarily. I still believe in everything that I said. Ninjabookbox is still awesome. This is just not their regular quarterly book box. This is a one-off special, and they may still have a few available on their website. Oh, so there's a little postcard which says, to realise our dreams we need to act on them, and it's got a little message from the author of the book, and I think they have advertised what the book is. So usually the book is a surprise, but in this case they did advertise that the book is called How to Be Hopeful, which is by Bernadette Russell, I think her name is, but obviously I will confirm that when I open the book. Got the spoiler card, which I'll come to later, another copy of the postcard but a blank one, and then start on the parcels. There's so many, wow, I don't even know where to start. Right, I'm going to start with this one because it's slightly see-through, so it looks like it's going to be some kind of newsletter or magazine. So this is the Happy News by Emily Coxhead, and it looks like it's just a little magazine. It says, a newsletter to celebrate all that's good in the world. The Happy newspaper is a platform to share positive news and wonderful people. So this is issue 22, and I'm going to enjoy reading through that later. What else have we got? So we've got My Hopeful Things, which I think must be Bex, who is the mastermind behind Ninjabookbox. I think that's a list of the things that make her hopeful. But I mean, Bex and I have a lot in common, so I'm sure we've got some that overlap on there, like bookshelves is at the top there and crafting is on there somewhere as well. Okay, what else have we got? I'm going to go for this one next. She wraps things so well. Ooh, I think this might be some bookmarks. Yes, it is. So we've got one that says, we dream to give ourselves hope. This one says, the world may grow darker around you, but you need only the light of a candle to discover new worlds. So pretty. This one says, hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings a tune without the words and never stops at all, which is a quote from Emily Dickinson. And then this one says, hope smiles from the threshold of the year to come, whispering it will be happier, and that's a quote from Tennyson. So those are really pretty. I think these are designed by Bex's sister, but I'm sure the spoiler card will tell me in a moment. Oh, there's two things that feel like books. We'll come to them last. So next we have this little one, and on the front it's got a little card on it, and it says, connecting with friends and family is an important way we can feel more a part of the world. Feeling connected is something that can help us to feel more hopeful. This beautiful artwork is entitled Hope and is the perfect thing to send to a friend. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a little note card. A lovely picture. I know it says you should send it to a friend, but I have a feeling this is going to end up pinned on my board up there. Slightly selfish of me, but that is beautiful, and I think that will bring me hope to look at that. We're getting into some of the littler ones now. Well, this one's come loose, so I'm going to open this one next. One of these I know is an exclusive pin that was designed especially for this box. I think this one might be this one. Yes. There's a little pin there. It says, stay hopeful. and it's made out of wood, I think, but it's really cute. I really like that. And then we've got this little guy here. Okay, not sure what this is. Looks like there's a little bracelet, which is really cute. Let's see if you can see that. That's really pretty. And then there are these little scroll things. I'm not going to open one just yet. I think I'm going to check what the spoiler card says, and then we'll circle back round to that. Okay, and then we've got these two things that feel book-like. Oh, I can see this one's got a card in it. Right. We have designed these notebooks to inspire you to begin your own hope collection. This is something simple that we can all do using collage photos or even just drawing things that make us feel hopeful. And you can pull it out whenever you need a little hope injection. Oh, and it's just got hope written on the front there. I love notebooks with elastic on, and it's a plain notebook inside, but that is really cute. I really like that. And then this must be the book. Yeah, there we go. How to Be Hopeful by Bernadette Russell. It says at the front, your toolkit to rediscover hope and help create a kinder world. So I'm going to read the blurb on the back for you. How to Be Hopeful is your essential toolkit to rediscovering hope, empowering you to create a kinder world. As an expert on the multiple benefits of hope and kindness, Bernadette Russell reveals how hope can be nurtured by all of us, even in uncertain times. Filled with try this tips, cutting-edge research, and tales of triumph over adversity, this compassionate guide will give you all you need to cultivate hope in yourself, in your community, and in the future. Hope is the fuel that transforms our lives. I'm really excited about this book. It sounds really, really good. Oh, there's a little sticker there. I wonder if there are more of those hiding in the box. I'll have to check it carefully because she uses all recycling material to fill her boxes. Right, spoiler card. Little box of hope. Okay, so the pin, Stay Hopeful pin, was designed by Rosie Johnson. Oh, okay, right. The bracelet is designed by a business called Crystal Terrarium, and the little scrolls are explanations of the meanings behind the stones. Okay, so you can see there's different types of stones on there. Undo the little scrolls and I'll tell you about them. So moss agate, I never know if I'm saying that word right. Agate or agate? Never mind. A stone for new beginnings, refreshing the soul and enabling us to see beauty in everything. It attracts wealth and improves self-esteem, inspires new ideas after periods of stagnation, promotes self-expression and communication. It encourages trust and hope whilst releasing fear and stress. Next one. So there's a little coupon. If the bracelet doesn't fit properly, then it tells you how to contact the Crystal Terrarium to get it resized. And then the other one is, so I should just open these at the same time. Sunstone, linked to good luck and fortune. Sunstone instills good nature, increases self-worth, confidence, and allows our true selves to shine through. Encourages independence and originality whilst dissipating fearfulness and alleviating stress. Sunstone also facilitates self-empowerment and encourages optimism. That's cool. And then for the other gifts, Happy News is a quarterly newspaper illustrated by Emily Coxhead and is a brilliant tool to help reframe your thinking. The card, the painting, was by Joy Clifton. The bookmarks were designed by Esther Ush, I'm not quite sure how to say her name, from Moments of Meaning. And then the notebooks were designed by Bex herself. And then on the back of the spoiler card, it's got some suggestions of podcasts and books that will help you feel more hopeful as well. Cool. To someone who asked me on one of my previous videos, my 20 questions tag, where there was a question about bookmarks, how did I end up with so many bookmarks? The answer is Ninjabookbox. So if you want some pretty bookmarks, then I recommend subscribing to Ninjabookbox because you get some gorgeous bookmarks from them. Right, I'm going to leave links in the description box to the Ninjabookbox website and to any of the websites for the people that have created the items that have been in this box. so you can go and find them and check them out if you would like to purchase any of the items. But do go and check out the Ninjabookbox website, have a little look at their pre-loved bookshop, and have a look at the boxes, and maybe think about subscribing if you've liked what you've seen today. I say this is not one of their regular boxes, but this is the kind of sort of stuff you get in the boxes. They're all themed around something, around the book usually, so Bex will pick the books and then she'll pick the items to go with the book. And they're just a lot of fun. It's a small UK business and all of their suppliers are also small UK businesses, so it's really supporting small local businesses really, and I can't say enough good things about them as a company. Bex is a really lovely person as well, and I'm looking forward to eventually meeting her in person one day. But that's all I've got to say. So I hope you enjoyed that double unboxing. All the details about all the suppliers I mentioned, all the publishers and Ninjabookbox themselves will be in the description box for you, so go and check all those things out. I cannot highly enough recommend Ninjabookbox. I love them, as you'll have seen. I regularly get their mini box, and anything that they are involved in producing is a winner for me as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, definitely go and check them out, check out their social media as well, and maybe sign up for a mini box if you just want to give it a try, or the full box if you've liked what you've seen today. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching both of these unboxings. Let me know in the comments if you've read the books mentioned, or if you would like to, or if you can recommend anything that might be on a similar theme, or if you just want to let me know you've been here, then you can drop a seaside emoji in the comments, because that is the theme of the June book. And also actually some of the stuff in the little box of hope also links to that idea of the sea. Please also like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already, and you can also follow me on my social media. All that information is listed for you in the description box below. But that's it for today, so thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you again soon. Bye!